Actually, that was before I changed it to sentences that keep you from being manipulated. And why did that happen? I got the agenda today and learned what the thing was. Everyone has a handout. If you don't, can you let me know? We're going to say them together, the first one, because I'm going to make a point with you. Is that okay? Good morning, Toastmasters. My name is Victoria, and I had a dream. My dream was to be a freshman professor at UC, and that was at Northridge in California. And I was about to do it. I was going into my master's program when the earthquake destroyed the Northridge University. Do you remember that in the 90s? So I went a different path. But my idea of healing and my idea of growth always surrounded communication. I'll give you a little background. Growing up, I sat at the dinner table that if my father didn't like what I said, he was to my left. And I sat at a table where his backhand would knock me off the chair. Inadvertently, what that did by being physically abused was that it made every word very deliberate. And because my intellect, I had always believed and had practiced, I knew how, from an intellectual point of view, to say what I wanted to say in a way that was careful, measured, balanced, and perfectly suited for the professional world. So when I ran into these sentences, I stopped what I was doing and I created another speech. Is that okay with you? We're going to read the first sentence first together. Help me understand what you really need. Why is that a balancing question? That's a balancing question because the conversation that someone's engaging you in, they don't believe that you're able to do an autopsy on what they're really asking you to do or say or be. And it's a power switch. Now, instead of you explaining yourself, you put the position for them to explain their motive before you explain what it is they want from you, which is a power play. What people really mean in a situation typically will not be forthright because they're not proud of it. So when you force them to divulge that information, guess what? They have two choices: to further explain what they really mean, or a perfect person who's usually a bully will start to talk about something else. That's how you know you just ended that power play. It's good information for you. Second one, I like this one too. That's, everyone, your perception, not my responsibility. That, my friend, is a way of saying just because it came out of your mouth does not make it so. And because it came out of your mouth, it is up to you to explain your position and own that it's your perception, your reality, and has nothing to do with me. That ends explaining who you are, what you've done, your contribution inside their perception. You simply do not participate in their false reality. Very useful. If you can remember that one, you can end an argument in its tracks. Third one. Let's pause. This does not feel safe to me. Continue. The escalation of discourse today is so much more common than any negotiative arbitration of thoughts and feelings and realities. Simply, people have gotten so globally lazy how to do that, they don't know how to do it anymore. So when you're entering into a discussion that is emotionally based, guess what? You can't win. You cannot win. You cannot win. Don't engage. If the premise of someone's argument is strictly emotional, you have lost before you uttered a word. Desist. back up. It isn't safe for you to continue. This is a powerful sentence, you guys. Out of all of the 5, if you can remember this one, it'll serve you. Let's do it together. What outcome are you hoping for by saying this? Regardless of its truth, regardless of its gravity or its relevance, you must ask, what are you hoping to achieve with me right now? Do you know that that is a stopper? Significant conversation, you guys, is sometimes the conversation that never happens. Last one. I will respond when I'm ready, not when you pressure me. We forget when our heart is pounding, we feel the temperature rising, it's reaching our eyes. We're already full-fledged in flight mode. And when someone asks you to contribute something of any meaning, especially this, guys, this is a good one for a professional scene. Because what you can say can get you fired. And if you're in a subordinate position to a superior and they're engaging you in conflict, guess what? You may be getting set up. So there are HR rules about setting you up. So this is really a good one to use at work. I need to pause. I need to go run. Let me walk around the block. That's a really good way of pausing. Because right now, in a professional setting, if you set someone up for them to feel unsafe, that's actionable. That's groundwork for a lawsuit from a professional point of view. They don't want to do that. The minute they hear that word, that's a cue for them. They need to stop. So, folks, take these. Write down the person that you think is really the person you know you're going to have the option to use this with. Memorize it in the sense of being able to have this sense of being able to pause and step away from conflict and understand it is a strategy. It's a strategy to pick it up. It's a strategy to put it down. It's a strategy to go head first into a conflict led by someone who preordains an outcome for that conversation. These strategies stop them. So the motion forward, we were talking about physically. This is emotional and it's through communication. I hope it helps you. Thank you.